So, thanks for watching another Glenn Maney Talks Chelsea video. It was Chelsea 4, Crystal Palace 0, and first half was a tough one. Palace were well regimented. Chelsea, interesting to hear what Joe Cole said. It took him 3 or 4 months to get into the way Chelsea played and what his teammates were going to do. 3 or 4 months. And when you think some of the Cabbage patch are criticising Havertz, they were criticising Chilwell till today, weren't they? And anyone else you want to mention who we've signed. 3 to 4 months. That was the most interesting thing I'd heard on the television today. It was nice to hear an insight from Joe Cole. So yes, the Cabbage patch should be quiet. I stayed away from social media as per my last video during the game. Didn't want any negativity, which I knew would be there. There'd be people saying, oh, we're terrible in the first half, or we're rubbish, and Frank out, this, that and the other. So I stayed away from it. I've got notifications on my phone, so I got one from Norman's group on Chelsea, but it's always pretty positive, and I see it was Norman that was commentating, so I looked to see what that was. But that's the only time I went on social media. I just didn't want to see some of the rubbish. This is terrible. 0-0 at half time. Crystal Palace were well set up. Chelsea, by Frank's own words, weren't being sort of forward thinking enough. Callum Hudson-Odoi was frustrating me badly by not taking on his man, which is his big strength, and playing the ball backwards. Tammy's frustrating. For me, and it's only a matter of opinion, he doesn't make the runs that a great centre forward would, and another couple of chances missed in that first half. But you can miss, not going to get on him, in his case. So yeah, I stayed away. But the Cabbage patch must be so quiet at the end of 90 minutes, or so I thought. I just went on to Facebook, and the first thing I see is someone saying Havertz's first touch was terrible. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm sorry. I was polite. It would have been so easy for me not to be polite. I thought Havertz was excellent today. I really did. I thought he was excellent. He wasn't 100% what player is, but I thought his contribution, both attacking wise and defensively, was absolutely excellent. If you can't support that, you shouldn't be supporting football. What you need superhumans. Go and join a Superman fan club. He might not let you down unless he slips some kryptonite every now and then. He goes on a bad bender or something. But that's what you should be doing. You shouldn't be a football supporter. Oh my God. I just couldn't believe it. Anyway, not going to get negative. I was determined to come on here and be positive after that negative video I put out last time, that rant about some of our online supporters. But anyway, today, Mendy in goal. Oh, crikey, imagine making your debut, and I think did he have the save to make? I don't think he did. No, I don't think he did. I think it was all goal kicks, wasn't it, and pass backs. Ashby at right back, done well. Good contribution, defensively sound. Thiago Silva on another day could have been man of the match. Reminded me of having JT at the back. He obviously organised them, met the ball, was an example of concentration. I thought it was great. Zuma was my man of the match. Those of you that watch these videos, the 3 or 4 of you, know that I was very down on Zuma last year, but he was still coming back from a serious injury. And I tell you what, with Silva next to him, I really hope that we don't sell him in this transfer window, because for me, he's growing in the air. He's growing. I know he got his goal, Great goal, great, took it well, and could have got one just before it. But defensively, I thought he was, apart from one mistake. So I bet someone's on Facebook saying, "Oh, see Zuma's mistake. Oh, hang him." Apart from one mistake, I thought, which was a bad pass, I thought he was excellent. Chilwell could easily have been man of the match. Great, took his goal well, and everything that he did today reminded me of Ashley Cole, to be honest. He was absolute class. Absolute class. So, no doubt there'll be someone on Facebook, oh, Chilwell's first touch weren't up to scratch. Get off to the Superman convention. Chilwell, excellent. It hadn't been for Zuma playing so well. It was touch and go, Chilwell or Zuma. Yeah, so well done, Chilwell. In the middle, we had Jorginho and Kante. He is back to his best. He was annoying. It was annoying for them all afternoon. Won some great balls in some great areas. And Jorginho, people who watch these videos know I'm not his biggest fan by any means. But you know what? Today he put a proper shift in. Forget the 2 penalties. They were great, by the way. But his all-round game, not that many wasted balls, and put a shift in defensively. Havertz, I thought he was absolutely excellent. I saw nothing wrong with his first touch, if I'm honest, and his movement, his positioning, and some of his defensive work as well. I thought myself, what a player! He really reminded me of a young Michael Ballack, and I'm so looking forward to watching him grow as a player. And let's hope he just ignores the cabbages, proper cabbages. In my humble opinion, you know. Hudson-Odoi a lot better than the first, and as soon as he becomes decisive, as soon as he takes a player on, I mean that Mitchell's no mug, but as soon as he started taking him on, he showed what a player he is. We know he's in there, we've just got to get him out. I hope he doesn't go to Bayern Munich, to be honest. I hope he stays in, because them forwards, them wingers aren't going to go a full season without injury, and I think with his positive mental thinking hat on, he could be an asset. Werner, I know he's played on that left out in Germany, but for me, he's just wasted. He's just wasted. But hopefully, with Pulisic back, he'll play up front. Tammy Abraham, for me, was the one disappointment of the day. I'm not going to get on his case. Not going to get on his case. I mean, the penalty shows he wants to score, but practice on your finishing. Practice on your finishing. And like I was saying last year, the runs that he makes, vary him. Front post, back post. He's frustrating me at the minute. Those that watch these videos know, probably unfairly, I just rate him a good Championship player who's lucky enough to be at Chelsea. Obviously, Frank sees something different, and I take me hat off, like I always say. He sees him every day in training. I only see him once a week, once every 2 weeks. But for me, no, I'm sorry. There's no Drogba, Costa, Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank, Kerry Dixon, Osgood, Bobby Tamlin. Sorry, he's not for me. Just my opinion, could be totally wrong, and I hope he shoves it right up me. Nothing I like more than someone proving me wrong. So today, I think we saw some of the interchanging. Werner on one side, Havertz roaming free, and some of the quick movement after half time, and the first 15-20 minutes, to be honest. People say, "Oh, I can't see what Lampard's style is." Well, I can. That's what it's going to be: fast moving, passing, lots of interchanging. Very, very hard to mark when you get it right. But I honestly think it'll be another season before that's the case. I've got Havertz getting stuck in. Werner and Abraham not on the same wavelength. Yeah, that was Werner putting a pass in which he put to the far post, and there was Tammy on the front post. Wonder if we get a penalty today. I'd like to take that. Silva, I thought, was excellent at the back. You could see he was organising people, just like JT used to. And I thought, isn't that nice that we've got someone like that back? His haters will be quiet after his mistake. Oh, what you sign him for? He's 36. Yeah, well, carry on growing. Chilwell got. I'm reading my notes. Chilwell got Townsend in his pockets. Havertz, great run. Havertz, such quality. Fingers up to the morons. That weren't very intelligent, but let's face it. I've had 4 or 5 beers when I've been watching the game, so you're going to get honesty. Zaha should get an Oscar nomination. He didn't do anything else, but his acting was great. He's captain of Crystal Palace, leading by example. So everyone else should be rolling round by the looks of it. Abraham shocking header. Silva in front of Zaha. That was a great bit of defending. Took me back to the old days, the old Terry Carvalho days. Great ball, Jorginho to Abraham. In fairness, Tammy Abraham took that down well. It was very unlucky because that wasn't easy. When a ball goes over your shoulder, that's not easy. Ward even elbowing his own players. Chilwell, great. Hudson-Odoi can do it. Tammy couldn't hit a barn door. Tammy Abraham should concentrate on technique, not penalties. Pulisic and Kovacic come on. Nice to see Pulisic back. It's going to take him a while to get into full stride. So no doubt by next week, some of the Chelsea faithful will want him sold. Come on for Callum Hudson-Odoi and Kante. Couldn't see anything wrong with that. Kovacic just shored things up, and Pulisic didn't really have enough time to make any impact, but he got minutes under his belt, and that's all we want at this stage. There's foul on Jorginho near the end there. Michael Oliver. A lot of people say he's biased, and Jorginho was just taken out, and I thought it was touching on a red. It was definitely an amber. But the guy didn't even get a yellow. So I couldn't understand that. I really couldn't. So in all, first half was pretty frustrating. I could see what we were trying to do, but we were tight defensively, but we weren't expansive enough in the final third. Second half we put that right. Wasn't a complete performance, but as a project in progress, I thought there were a lot of good signs there. And Havertz, Chilwell, and Zuma were excellent, as was Thiago. Ashby put a shift in. I'm going to score because I always get moaned at for not scoring. Mendy, I can only give a 6, can't I? He didn't put a foot wrong, but he didn't have to. He had nothing to do. Aspie, I'm going to give a 7. I thought it was a good all-round captain's performance. The way he diffused the penalty argument as well with Tammy, Werner, and the designated penalty taker Jorginho, I thought was class. Thiago Silva, I'm going to give an 8. Quality all round, and I thought it had a real impact on Zuma, who gets an 8.5 from me. Chilwell gets an 8.5 as well. Excellent game, Chilwell. Got a goal, as did Zuma. In the middle, I'm going to give Jorginho an 8 and Kante an 8. Up front, I'm going to give Callum Hudson-Odoi a very frustrating 6.5. He's got the ability. I just wish he'd start to use it. Werner, I'm only going to give a 6. He was virtually non-existent. Havertz, I'm giving an 8. I thought it was excellent, including his first touch. Abraham, I'm going to give a 6.5. I just can't see really what, apart from the jump with the centre half that led to Chilwell's goal. I can't really see what he brought to the game, if I'm brutally honest. So a 6.5, but an all round good performance. It shut the Cabbages up, and onwards and upwards. That's all I've really got to say on the matter. I don't think there's anything else to include, is there? Well done, Frank Lampard, for shutting up the critics for at least a week, apart from those that thought Havertz's first touch was rubbish. And well done to everyone on there. Havertz, Zuma, and Chilwell. Remember the stick Chilwell got in the first, well, before he was even signed. The Cabbages were on his case before he was even signed. What an excellent signing he is, and will prove to be. You're not taking it on one game or getting overexcited, but I think he's got everything in his locker to be another Ashley Cole. And well done to Kai Havertz, apart from the one or two that you're never going to please because they don't, in my humble opinion, understand football. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be. It's just my opinion. Don't understand football at all. Well done, Kai Havertz. And well done, Zuma. Well done, Zuma. I think you're really, really going to, if you stay at the club, you're going to really benefit for having Silver at the side of you. And those that watch these videos know I've always rated Zuma higher than Christensen. But I just thought that since Zuma's come back from injury, he's not been the same player. Well, Zuma, you shoved it up me, and I hope you shove it up me from the rest of the season. That's all I've got to say, folks. Stay positive. Work in progress. Lots to do. Lots of improvement to come.